everybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
What's up, guys? Oda King Live coming at you again for another Pickups of the Week episode. Now, again, I apologize. It's Pickups of the Week, but it's like pickups of every 3 weeks lately around here. Summer heat's just killer, and I'm just slacking a lot. However, I apologize, if you're one of my followers, one of my little subscribers that I love so much, but I apologize. But I have not stopped picking up. However, I've been picking up like mad. Like, it's out of control. I actually have so much that we're just going to kind of rip through a whole bunch of stuff, and it's going to be kind of broken up into two, maybe three, pickup videos, because I got so much stuff. I'll probably do an anime manga one by itself, and then the other two will just be games and toys all together. There's been so much, so let's get right to kind of from a few weeks ago. God, what happened to these? They're so dirty. Okay, I did a big pickup off a local selling site. A dude was selling a big box of, game junk for $75 or best offer. So I offered him $60. He took it. So what came in the box and what I saw the most of at the beginning, I'm just going to let you look at this beautiful mini Wii. But what I saw in the beginning was the Xbox 360 Slim, the black one, and a white Wii. Those were the two things I really saw at the beginning. And I was like, hell, for, even just those two things alone, I could sell them together and make almost 100. So what he told me, though, was that most of them were missing the cords. Only the Xbox had its cords. So I'm like, okay, whatever. There was a bunch of games and other stuff. So I was like, all right, whatever. I went and got it. Oh my god, what a nightmare this stuff was. This stuff was like in the barn or something for 10 years. I don't know. It was disgusting. The Xbox is horrible. Look at these white spots on the front of the Wii. I've already cleaned this too. Rather well too, and look how disgusting it still is. Again, no cords, no, red Wii mode, unfortunately. There was a white Wii and this one. So it came with two white Wiimotes for some reason. The Xbox was a total nightmare. I took it apart, I cleaned it, and then I noticed the hard drive's missing. So it doesn't have the freaking hard drive. So I've replaced most of the white Wii parts. I picked them up from local Salvation Army for a couple bucks here, a couple bucks there. So I got the Wii together, more or less. I just got to test it out. I got to clean the 360 still. It's ripped apart. And then I got to put it back together. I'm just going to sell it without the hard drive. I got a bunch of games. Like I said, it came with a bunch of games. Grand Theft Auto, Mario Kart, some good stuff. So I think I can still easily flip those two. Oh, it also came with a PlayStation Mini. I already have one or two of them around here. So I think I can flip the three of them together for at least $100 with, like, say, 10 games. And then, I'll make my money back and then some. Also, I kept half the games because I needed them. And I'm keeping the Wii Mini because I don't actually have one. And then it also came with these. These are wrecked, just thrashed. However, completely working Game Boy Advances. Now, one is the 101. This one right here. This is the 001. So we got the backlight one right there. Now, I posted this on one of my Facebook groups, Retro Games Forever. And I was told that, you can easily buy new clamshells, replace the clamshells, make them look beautiful, even custom ones. I just don't know. I kind of want to keep them, traditional, legit Nintendo, even though they are thrashed. But I might get one and replace one if I have a similar color already in my collection, which I don't know. So either way, that was one of the big pickups. I got, the two Wiis, the Xbox, the PlayStation, and a bunch of games and other junk, $60. So can't really complain. And then, like I said, once I'm finished cleaning up most of it, the rest of it will just go back up for sale. Because I already have like 5 Wiis and 5 360s. So, a quickie, real quick. I went to a yard sale and they had a bunch of stuff, but unfortunately I was there too late. So, I was just picking through the scraps. They had this Nintendo DS original blue box. Just the box, nothing's in it. And I said, how much? And he's like, oh, hell, it's just box, take it. So, yes, please, I'll take that because God knows boxes sell for too much nowadays. So, I gotta see if I got one of those. Now, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna rip through a whole bunch of games that I don't know where they came from. I honestly don't know where I got a lot of these from. I'm assuming places like Salvation Army. I don't know. they're bizarre. So I got Rayman here on Xbox. I got SpongeBob SquarePants, and this is in the old nasty Blockbuster type case where they used to stick that device right there that sealed it together so you couldn't pop the game out and run away with it. Twisted Metal 3, PlayStation. Driver 2, PlayStation. Dukes of Hazzard 2, PlayStation as well. Spec Ops. Fantastic Four, like I said, I'm just going to rip through a bunch of these. Tekken 2. Spyro, nicely enough, but without the manual, but I think that's my second Spyro. Tomb Raider, which unfortunately, this is like the only Tomb Raider on PlayStation I own. I'm seriously confused by that. Blaster Master. And what's funny about Blaster Master here is that it's not even the Blaster Master case, it's Fighting Force. But anyways, moving on, and then the Guy game on PS2, which is hilarious. I have it on Xbox. So, God knows where I got it though, but I picked it up on PlayStation 2 as well. So, I don't know where all those came from. Like I said, I'm assuming it was like 3 weeks ago now, and I've forgotten. I don't remember how much I paid for them. Like I said, Salvation Army, a couple dollars a game. Whatever. Now next, I went to another big yard sale. Now this was a lady that buys, shipping containers. She advertised so much stuff. So I got there around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It was on a Thursday. And apparently one of the the retro stores had been there at 7 in the morning waiting for her to come to the door with a bunch of shopping bags. And they pretty much cleaned her out. So they bought bags and bags and bags, hundreds of dollars worth of stuff off her because she was selling her stuff for like $1 a game. And I'm pissed that they did that, because now they're gonna, Jeff, whatever, but still, store greasy. So either way, I got the scraps, things she found later that pulled out. Most of these are just empty boxes. I know I have some of the games, they're around here somewhere. I got Swords and Serpents on the Intellivision here, Zaxxon, which is a really nice box. Now, the Donkey Kong box is utterly destroyed. It's like, but I bought it for one reason and one reason alone. Let's see if I can zoom in on this, if at all possible. So what that is right there, although it's going to have a really hard time on it. Yeah, you're going to have a hard time, aren't you? Come on. This is what a good camera buys you. It buys you crap that won't zoom. God, there we go. Okay, that's a Woolworths sticker. So if you're from Canada, or, whatever, you know that Woolworths hasn't been around in about 20 years or so. But look at that bad boy. 2 for $1.44. So, once upon a time, you were buying 2 Intellivision games for $1.44. That's ridiculous. And I love that sticker. I bought that for that sticker alone. Because I like seeing a little bit of history, a little bit of the old day deals. So for the loose carts again, I got Pitfall and Auto. I don't know why I got Auto Racing, but I got one of the He-Man ones that was there. He-Man was gone, but one of the inserts was there. Got Carnival, Pitfall. Oh God, yeah, I already have this in box, so yeah, that one's gonna go in the old trade bin, and then Demon Attack, which I think I have as well, unfortunately. But whatever, like I said, she's selling games for $1. And then I went through her music CDs. I found Croc on the PlayStation in there, so I was pretty happy about that. One they missed. And then a few more games that she had behind her that she found later. Tetris Worlds and Sonic Heroes on PlayStation 2. I think I paid about $2 or so each for those. It's also behind her, she had the Mortal Kombat case only on Genesis. However, I have the game loose, so now I got the box. So that's pretty awesome. And then she also, amazingly enough, had Odyssey 2, a few Odyssey 2 games, but this was the one that I know I didn't have, Out of This World and Helicopter Rescue. I have a ton of Odyssey 2, but this one's a little beat up. I taped it up as best I could to kind of keep her together, but old Scotch tape doesn't really hold too well. Piece of crap. And then unfortunately I bought Tron Deadly Discs and Tron Mazathon, but I already have both of them. I honestly thought I was missing one of them, so I was like, well, I'll buy both, whatever. No, I have both of them already, so more trade bait. Now, when I was trolling through that same pawn shop I talked about that robbed me, called the police, I found DDR Konami mix. Now, I've gone on a big DDR hunt lately, trying to replace all my old DDRs, and man, they've gone up in price. I don't... Oh my God! Hopefully I remember to edit that out. Excuse me. They've gone up in price big time. So, I found this for... I think it was like $6, God knows we'll never see that. But either way, they said it's been around since 2015, so they're like, oh, we'll take a couple bucks off because it's been around for so long. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'm not going to complain when, pod shops want to give me deals without even me asking. I'm not complaining. Okay, anyways, moving on. I went to a toy convention and I bought a ton of G.I. Joes from one of the booths, and I kind of went a little crazy. And then I went back to his store a little bit later when I had more money because he broke me. And I went and bought more G.I. Joes. So I'm just going to start ripping through a bunch of these. So there's Serpentor's Chariot. And then, you know what, let's just go with this. And I bought in a few more here and there. I got the old Footloose. And we're just going to make a big pile here. This is like the 88 Storm Shadow. I'm still in need of the original Storm Shadow. He's a little out of my price range right now. Monkey Wrench, Big Boa, Thrasher Driver, whatever the hell his name is. And then I got the Twins, which is nice. Really in decent shape pair of them too, with their guns and everything. And then I got Ripper, more Dreadnoks. I got Dreadnoks everywhere. Buzzer, and then I got this beat to hell bat. If you know G.I. Joe at all, the bat's stupidly expensive. So this one was a borderline bat that's been exploded, but for a couple dollars, I'll take it because even those go for money on eBay. I got the really good condition scrap iron. Got Hawk. Amazingly enough, I didn't have him. I swore I had Hawk, but apparently I didn't. I got Zazarana. One of the alternate Sergeant Slaughters. There's a few of them around. And then I got Space Age Cobra Commander. And then we got Bazooka. Now here's my Serpentor. He had a few of them, but this was the one that was actually in pretty good shape. I've since bought a new cape for him on eBay. I gotta throw it on him. And then, oh god, this box is stuck to the floor. What else we got in here? We got guys everywhere. Oh, who are these guys? Well, I just got some random figures that I bought out of a loose thing. I got one of the Halo dudes. And then I got Trunks. Trunks, who's not coming in too well. There he goes. And then we got some more Joes. Don't worry, we got more Joes. Okay, we got, the Viper Drivers, whatever the hell his name is. One of the snow snakes. Major Blood, was pretty impressed with him for $8, and then I bundled him in a deal and got him for like $5. This whatever the hell his name is, I don't think it's Light. I don't know. And then another big find for me was Flint, because I've been missing him forever. And if you've been following my G.I. Joe stories for any amount of time, you may know that back when I was like 10, my nickname was Flint. Anyways, and then Mainframe. And then I think that's it for the loosey-gooseys. And then the big bad boy that I had to buy from the store, complete, was their fully complete bat, because this sucker goes for an easy 50 on eBay before shipping. So at 30 bucks Canadian, straight up cash, I had to do it. He's got all his parts in his backpack there. He's got his claw on his arm, full sticker, and then his file card as well. So at $30 Canadian, that's a deal. So I had to break the bank on that one and get him, and I'll cry about it later. So that is more or less about it. Now, I did have a few more things, but I'm going to save those for the next video, as this one's already getting up to the 15-minute mark. I picked up this Rad Triforce. Yes, from EB or GameStop for a couple dollars. It was on sale. I love it. And I also got the Super Metroid wallet, which was on sale, half price. I love this wallet. So again, EB, GameStop, they do a lot of times when they'll put stuff on half price or 75% off. And that's when I'll buy it. Oh, and talking about them, you know what? Let's get this done. We still got a few more minutes. I got no more space, however, because all these G.I. Joes are taking up the universe. So let's try and, oh god, and make a mess of them. Maybe if I'm not feeling too lazy and I feel like editing, maybe I'll edit a little bit of this G.I. Joe slaughter out. In fact, now that I'm talking about G.I. Joes, I gotta find out if I have Zartan. I gotta go through and figure out if I got Zorano's brother, not Zartan, whatever the hell his name is. Zorano's brother. Because I know where he is right now for a couple bucks, and I just can't remember if I have him or not. Alright, this is this big boy where I might have to try and back the camera up a bit. Of course, it doesn't want to. It's the 30th anniversary of Street Fighter, GameStop only Funko Pop box. And you know what? Let's get into this right now. They lowered the price. It was initially $28. They lowered it down to $20, as you can see. So that's when I finally bought one. Let's get these out of the way. And you know what? I'm actually, oh god, I'm actually kind of disappointed. I really thought this was going to be a little better, so let's try and get into this. Picking up where we left off, let's get into this bad boy. This is the Street Fighter 30th anniversary GameStop, you know, Funko box. Now, let's pull this out, pull it apart. I don't got a lot of room to work with. Dear God, there goes all my Game Gear games. That's going to be fantastic to clean up because, oh, they're small and now they're all behind the desk. Super duper. Alright, first up is the 30th anniversary Street Fighter Hot Ryu and Violent Ken Funko set. Now, I don't know what this is from. I'm assuming it's one of the newer Street Fighter games. I'm not sure. I'm not a fan of these because I don't actually know these costume designs or character designs. Only GameStop exclusive, but still, I'm not a big fan of them. I'm more familiar with the traditional Ken and Ryu. I'm still looking for that damn Chun-Li. But, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of them. I'd rather have them in their Dark Hadove forms or something like that. So, really, for the exclusive pops, I wasn't a huge fan. Next up in the box, I guess really my only favorite item, is the actual 30th anniversary hat. So the 30th anniversary Street Fighter hat, which I think is pretty nice. I'm not a big fan of the, Ryu in the background doing a Shoryuken or whatever that is. I think that, could have been in color maybe, or even the logo itself should have been in color. Just the black and white, doesn't really work. There's nothing on the back either, no Street Fighter or anything. But I do like the bottom of the bill, saying Street Fighter with the crown. I like that. So that's one good thing about it. And it's pretty much my favorite item in the box. And being that it's not that great, that kind of shows you what we're dealing with here. And then we got a mini pop keychain. It's a Akuma, again, only a GameStop, which, I am at least grateful that it's, exclusive items. And then, of course, we had, and really, there's not much in these boxes considering, but you always get the two little grab bags. It's 2 pint-sized heroes, 30th anniversary Street Fighter as well. I, of course, have already tore into them. I couldn't resist. But this one is, and I was quite happy, it's one of the Chun-Li's. It's actually one of her, her other costumes, her black costume design, not the traditional blue. So it's kind of interesting because on the back it shows her in the blue. So how I got this black one, I'm not entirely sure. And then I believe the other one is, it's something similar. Guile here, you can tell he's in the green, and then the Guile I got is in the brown. So I'm not sure if the black and the brown are the second player, the very first option that gives you or whatever, like it used to do. But I'm glad I got Chun-Li and Guile. God knows, probably it's the same characters in every box. I used to buy other GameStop boxes, and it was always the same freaking 2 characters in every box, and it just really made it sad because it really killed the buying more than one. What was the point if you're gonna get the same damn item in every box? Outside of, I think, the main pops, you could get one of 3 different pops, but all the other items were the same, so it really just killed it for me. But this one, like I said, was on sale, so why the hell not? Anyways, that's enough of this. Hey, leave a like if you liked anything you saw below. Check out my other pickup videos. I do tons of them. And leave a comment down below. Maybe you got something different than I did. I don't know. And I'll talk to you next time. Peace.